Another story that caused headlines while we were on holidays was a huge dust storm that blanketed a large part of Australia. It was definitely no ordinary storm. It put people in hospital and caused chaos in lots of places. One of our Sydney journos, Alfie, was in the middle of it, so he decided to find out why it happened.
Some people said they woke up feeling like they were on Mars. They were in the middle of an eerie cloud of dust that turned day into night. One of the first towns hit was Broken Hill, and an ABC reporter was in the middle of it.
Oh my gosh.
Everything was bright orange, which normally happens in a dust storm. We did get a call from one of our listeners up at LD Station who said that they were in a blackout. Within 2 minutes, we walked outside. A massive cloud of black dust has rolled over the whole of Broken Hill and just plunged us into absolute darkness.
The dust storm began just west of there in the red centre. As it moved eastwards, it grew and grew, eventually expanding to an enormous cloud 400 kilometres wide and 2,000 kilometres long. Some of the dust even made it all the way to New Zealand. Meteorologists say it was caused by a cold front of cool air. That pushed the warm air forward, and because warm air rises, it lifted the dust off the ground and into the atmosphere. It's estimated that it shifted more than 5 million tonnes of soil.
Well, that might all be a bit scary, but dust storms aren't all that new in Australia. In fact, they're pretty common. There's even a special centre set up just to study dust.
Dustwatch studies how dust is spread across the country. They found that the air pollution during Sydney's dust storm broke records, reaching 1,500 times the amount you'd expect on an ordinary day. Some people, such as young children, the elderly and asthmatics, were told to stay indoors, but hospitals were still swamped with people suffering breathing problems. Craig Strong, a researcher from Dustwatch, says the dust is also particularly bad for farmers who have lost substantial amounts of their precious topsoil.
We're removing vast quantity of nutrients and organic matter.
That means farmers who lost soil might need to add extra fertiliser to their soils to grow good crops. Big dust storms have hit capital cities before, but that is unusual. However, in country areas, they're pretty common, and they've been part of Australia for a long time. Wind erosion has even formed some of our deserts. Lots of farmers have even changed what they do to stop soil blowing away. They might leave plants in the ground after they've harvested to hold the dirt together, or cut stock numbers to let plants grow.
And the good news is you can help too. Schools all around the country are getting involved in Dustwatch.
School kids can become dust detectives. They make notes on dust events by recording the visibility, wind direction, speed, and dust type. Dustwatch will then use these valuable observations to strengthen their own dust monitoring system and hopefully predict patterns for the future. So next time you see dust in the air, take a moment to think about where it came from. It may be a lot further away than you think.